Hello everybody, welcome to Friday Assembly, Friday the 20th of November. It's been a busy week for me getting more work on the gate. My pockets are normally full by the time I come in, so I've got new ones down here. Eden, thank you for all this maths work. Sometimes table stuff there. But did say as well that it'd be nice to have some things that are non-maths. Thank you, Katie, for my Iron Man drawing. I know you're doing that as your class text at the moment. Some nice drawings as well. So I have got a mix of subjects, haven't I? But I like my maths, thank you for that. But can I have some PBL, please? Can I have some writing? Anything that you do at home, because what you do at home is extra, and it just shows how our children are keen to make progress. So thank you for all that wonderful work, but I would like some more. So last week we looked at year 1, had a look around there, didn't we? And the week before we were looking at reception. So now we're going to have a little look at year 2. Here they all are. Their portraits around the door. And there's their corridor. It says, why fit in when you were born to stand out? That's all been about difference as well, isn't it? Let's have a look in Miss Beach's class. Let's turn the lights on. I never remember where the lights are in this class. Here they are. Okay. So, work to be proud of. And here's year 2 all set up for this morning. There's their 100 board. There's what they've been doing in English. There's Miss Beach's computing area all set up for today. Let's go next door then. Look at Miss Wright's class. Next week we'll go to year 3. Now there's the artwork we've been doing, Stanley Park. There's a really nice film on our YouTube channel about that. And what have they got? They've been busy over here, haven't they? So look at this. The Happy Witch is smiling with joy. And he's very tall and has a brown broomstick, and she has a pointy hat, and she has fluffy... Gosh, I got all these things. Julia Donaldson. She's 71 years old, I never knew that. What else have we got? We've got Miss Wright's board. And maths over here, what they're up to with maths. Let's have a look. We can separate numbers into tens and ones. We can partition numbers. We can use base 10. 34 was 3 tens and 4 ones. And tens are bigger than ones. They've got their challenges. I bet Miss Wright's class love a challenge. Tricky word wall. Could. People. These are tricky words because you can't just sound them out phonetically and write them. You've just got to know them and be able to spot them. That's why they're tricky. And then they've got their sentence starters. Phonics over here. Miss Wright's sound of the week. Science work they've been doing over here. Let's have a look. Habitats. And computer science. Most of all, we've got here. Some good ideas here. Shoot for the moon. Fail means first attempt in learning. Oh, we like that, don't we? Okay, that's year 2, everybody. Next week, we'll go to year 3. Okay, so what have we got? We've got Head Teachers Awards. More on those in a minute. This week, it's Reading Awards. Lots and lots and lots of golden ticket winners this week. Well done. Jacob has helped me spin the wheel, and we'll tell you who the winners are. 2 from phase 1, 2 from phase 2, and 2 from phase 3. Gold medals, more on those later. But this week, we have had a fair few birthdays. So if you've had a birthday in your class, stand up. Big smile. Tell everybody how old you are. And here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday if you've had a birthday this week. Happy birthday to you. And give them a clap, everybody. Happy birthday, everybody. What about Head Teachers Awards? Now, what have we got them for? Which are the captains? Is it persistence? Is it imaginative? Problem solving? All the things which are important at Little Primary School. Teachers, press pause and tell your children who has. Each week we have a series of questions, don't we? It's based on maths, but it's been based on all sorts, our school, a petrol station. This week, our questions for Phase 1, Phase 2 and Phase 3 are based on Liverpool Cathedral. Okay everyone, here's your questions. Now they're quite tough this week for each phase, but I'm sure you can do them with some help. So, Phase 1. It's about when the cathedral is open. So at the moment, it's not open as much as usual. Every day, it's open 11 till 5, but not on a Sunday. So each day, 11 till 5, but not on a Sunday. I would like you to tell me how many hours it is open per week, but don't forget it's closed on a Sunday. Phase 2. Did you know that our next door neighbour, our cathedral, is 101 metres high? But St John's Beacon, over there, that's 138 metres high. My question is, how much bigger is St John's Beacon? Okay? And Phase 3, are you ready? You might not know this, but our next door neighbour has got 13 bells. Sometimes we hear them ringing out, don't we? Now, each bell is 31 tonnes. Gosh, imagine that. One bell, 31 tonnes. I would like to know the total weight of the 13 bells. Go! So, Phase 1, you were asked, how many hours is the cathedral open? Well, it's open 6 hours a day, 6 days per week. 6 is 36 hours. Phase 2, 101 metres high it is next door, but St John's Beacon is 138 metres. That means it's 37 metres taller. And last of all, 13 bells at 31 tonnes each. You should have a total weight of 403 tonnes. Teachers, it is time for Reading Awards. Please press pause and give out your Reading Awards. Well done to all those people who got those Reading Awards. Some for reading difficult books, some for trying hard, some for progress, all different things. And now we've got our reading prizes. So, here's all our books. Let's have a closer look. Something in the Night. My Grandad and Me. So these perhaps more for Phase 1 and Phase 2. And then we move up into probably Phase 2 and Phase 3. Horrible Histories, Horrible Science. What have we got here? Horrid Henry. What else we got? One of my favourites. I do like Winnie the Witch. Yasmin and the Fashion Model. Okay, anyway. So we have 2 winners in Phase 1, 2 in Phase 2 and 2 in Phase 3. Teachers, please press pause and then let your children know who has won the prizes. And if you have won a book, well done. After the assembly, come up to my room and choose your book. Even if I'm not here, come in and choose your book. All right, well done everybody. Right everybody, I forgot. So we've had our questions about the cathedral, and I need to say thank you to Harrison, because Harrison and I were having a little chat yesterday morning about what we should do in assembly, and he said, Mr. Parker, why don't you do maths questions based on the cathedral? Harrison, excellent idea. Now you're probably wondering, everybody, who is our special guest today? Well, let me give you some clues. It's a teacher. It's a man teacher. It's not me. It's not Mr. Mason. Who could it be? Well, I hope you've guessed it. Good afternoon, Mr. Raven. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you very much, Mr. Parker.
Very, very welcome to the Friday Assembly. You are my special guest for this week.
I'm very excited.
Are you ready for a few questions? They're not too difficult.
I am.
There's no need to be nervous. Question 1. Okay, so you've been with us about 3 months now, and all the children at the school know that when we have new teachers, they've got to write a letter called an application. Why did you want to come to our school?
My journey with Lipper started a long time ago, actually. The Year 6s won't remember, but I actually came and visited the school when you were in reception, and I was very excited. I went to university in Liverpool and was very excited by the idea of a Lipper primary school. And then I've worked in a different school, but I always kind of kept my eye on what was happening. And I suppose the thing about Lipper that makes me really want to work here is Lipper's the kind of school that I always wanted to go to. If I could have, as a kid when I was your age, if I could have gone to this school, I would have, bitten your arm off. I would have absolutely loved it. I think in my interview for the question that was like this, I think I gave the example that when I've been teaching, the school that all kids that I've taught wanted to go to would be Hogwarts. And I think that for me, Lipper Primary is my Hogwarts. And so I'm very, very happy to be here.
We're never going to forget that answer,
No.
are we, Mr. Raven? So you've been here 3 months. How's it been?
It's been great. I absolutely love it. Every day I come in and every day is different, and I meet lots of new people, and everyone's been so wonderful to me, so welcoming. And what's really great, since I played a little guitar on an assembly last week,
We saw it.
I've had so many children coming up to me and saying hello, and I think just being at Lipper is just a very special place, and I'm very lucky to be here.
Which kind of leads into our next question, because it's all about asking what you did before Lipper, and you've given us a bit of a clue with you taught somewhere before, and you studied in Liverpool, and you've got a bit of a musical background, haven't you?
I do. So before I went to university, when I finished college, I was a professional musician for about 7 years, which meant that I play guitar, I sing, I play other instruments too, but I played guitar in a few bands. One of the bands, the one that I had most success with, was a band called the Slowdown Family, and we were signed to Sony Records and did 2 albums with them. And then after that I did some session work as well, played for different people. So I had a really strong musical background, and then kind of in my mid-20s I decided that I wanted to have a different career, try something else, and that's when I went to university and decided to become a teacher.
Brilliant, thank you. So take yourself back to when you were at school. What did you really want to be when you were 7, 8, 9?
I have to say, and it probably sounds, maybe not so true, but I did always want to be a teacher. I remember being 5, 6 years old and just loving being in school and the classroom. My dad worked in schools when I was a kid as well, so kind of outside of school, I was in school buildings quite a lot and kind of getting to see what happened and what went on. I absolutely loved it. But then as I got a bit older, I forgot about that a bit, and I just wanted to be a rock and roll star. And I think that's probably why I chased that. And it wasn't until I was a bit older that I suddenly kind of remembered that actually I really, really want to be a teacher, and so here I am now.
Mr. Raven, I'm 47, I still want to be a rock and roll star. Hence the behind you there,
Love it.
playing Bruce Springsteen. It's the last question, you'll be glad to know. Now, it's about school, but it's about subjects. So the question is, when you were at school, what was your favourite subject? And now that you're a teacher in year 3, what's your favourite subject to teach?
Okay, so my favourite subject is reading. So English, I suppose, but specifically when I was in primary school and secondary school, I just loved reading. So when I was at secondary school, it was English literature. I love books. I think they're like time machines. They transport you to different worlds. And I think probably for most of my teaching career, that's probably been the thing that I've get most excited about teaching. But since I've been at Lipper, actually, one of the things that I've become really excited by, I think Mr. Laney's helped with this a little bit, I love teaching maths at Lipper. I think the way that you teach maths and you're learning the maths in Lipper is really, really exciting. And so at the moment, although reading's still pretty high up there, I'm really loving maths.
Mr. Raven, can I just tell you as well that this morning both Year 6 teachers bought me one of the questions that they were doing in maths today, and I got it right.
Oh, fantastic.
Took it to Mrs. Delaney and I was very proud of myself.
Oh, brilliant.
Mr. Raven, thank you for being our special guest.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Raven. And golden medals time. Now this is really getting harder every week because the teachers send me the nominations. There are so many of them, so well deserved. And what I always tell the teachers is that if the person that you nominated doesn't get it, I make a note for the next week, and if that person comes along again, and we've got 2 people like that this week who were nominated last week and have got re-nominated this week, so let's do them. All right. Number 1, Liver Birds, for being an excellent role model, working hard, and for being a good friend. It's Kimmy. Well done, Kimmy. The next one, Gloria Hyatt class, for being very resilient at the moment, for hard work and improvement at home and also in school across all subjects, and also for being a great drummer too. And that's Caden. Well done, Caden. And last one, I think this person has been nominated for 3 consecutive weeks, so I really had no choice with the gold medal today. And it's, who could it be? It's back to Liver Birds, and it's Ruben, for being incredibly mature, a role model, and somebody even said a great leader outside, organising and helping to get things done. One more thing to do. It's the joke of the week this week. Again, it's Logan. I think he's going to be a stand-up comedian when he gets older. And maybe it's one for phase 2 or phase 3. Teachers, you might have to explain this, bit of chemistry. Why can't you trust an atom? Have a think about that. Because they make up everything. Well done, everybody. Have a good week and have a good weekend. See you later.